What do you get when you mix a badass mom who wrote a book, created an organization that's helping so many lives, advocates all over the country, all while going through treatment for stage 4 metastatic breast cancer? You get one of my absolute favorite guests, and I consider her now a friend, KUSA-TV.
I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely. And today, she brought the hubby along, Eric, which is important because we're talking about caregiving as well. First off, hi.
Hi, this is so exciting. I'm so excited Eric gets to be here.
Me too.
And we had such a great time talking
bonded,
originally.
dude.
Like, man, I was
clicked.
like, I gotta get back.
Yeah,
and
anytime. Open invite.
I love that. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start with the organization, wegotthis.org. You guys can look it up right now, but I want you to look it up at some point if you're not doing it now. Why did you start it? And what is it?
So when I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, it was just a few days before my daughter Ellie's first birthday. And everyone asked how they could help. And it was an unintentional burden that felt like there should be a solution like we have for babies and weddings. And that was what started this idea of let's find a way to bridge that gap with a gift registry for cancer patients. It's grown to so much more than just that, beyond recommendations and community and other resources and nonprofits that people need to find. And such a huge part of it is that community piece.
I was gonna say the community is huge.
The community is everything, really. And when we narrow down community, there's so many spectrums of where that falls. And the most immediate is our caregivers. And it's just so important from day one. And we always joke that when I told Eric in my 5th round of chemo I was going to start a nonprofit, what was your answer?
Of course you are.
I mean, this woman does everything. It's unbelievable.
It didn't surprise me.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
So many different things we've done. It's like, yeah, that
I'm gonna
makes
see
sense.
that happen. Now, I do want to talk to you, the hubby, AKA the caregiver. Eric, I was a caregiver for my mom my whole life, and it was something that nobody talked about, and I'm so glad we're bringing it to the forefront. What was it like becoming a caregiver overnight as a young husband, a new dad, mentally? Feel free to go there. How did it feel?
It was overwhelming.
Right?
Very overwhelming after going through COVID and having our daughter be born and then going across the country for our family to meet her, and then we're like, okay, we're settled, things are good, and then
bam.
This kind of happened overnight. And I'm planning for everyone in the household, like in general, like yes, we're planning for different things, but I have to plan out her schedule, my daughter's schedule, what could happen if we do this or that, and it was just, there was so much to take on that hyperventilated a couple of times.
In there?
Seeing certain scans come up, and it was a lot, but we worked together as a team, and Alyssa was already like set on, all right, this is what we have to do, and she was like, hey, like we need to work as a team, like let's do this together and figure it out.
And you didn't run, which is unbelievable. Some people are, I'm gonna take off.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Okay, both of you, I do wanna know, how do you guys continue to create memories and find joy all while living with this? Because you do, I watch you.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of it is making sure that we prioritize it. And it's a big thing that I talk about. Cancer's not a prerequisite to living life fully, but it's definitely a wake-up call. And we've always been busy people and living life hard and all of that.
You make me feel like a schlub.
Oh, please.
Like, wow. Unbelievable.
No, a lot of it is really recognizing that we deserve it. And if we don't prioritize it and we don't really understand that it's important, then we might let it go to the wayside.
Amen.
And there are periods of treatment where, we might catch ourselves being like, we are just surviving right now, and that's not enough. That's what we said we weren't gonna just do, right?
Unbelievable.
And we recognize a lot that I know how lucky I am to have Eric and his support. And I know that not everyone is that lucky, and we all have such unique experiences. Cancer and life is like a fingerprint.
Yes.
But if we take from that and we build the community in the ways and meet everyone where they're at, that's how we build that up. And that was something that from the beginning I said there's a lot of these fragmented ways that we provide support. If we can bring that all together, We Got This is for all types of cancer, all ages, and everyone affected by it. That is essentially everyone. I don't know anyone not affected by cancer.
I don't know anyone. And anyone watching here, if you want to get some help, I'm gonna repeat it. wegotthis.org. I'm gonna keep going. And I also wanna plug the book. This is We Got This. It's How I Learned to Thrive with Terminal Cancer by KUSA-TV. You guys can also look this up if you want something to hold on to. I just have to ask for you, as a caregiver, speak to the audience. That's what I like to do. Like, I like to speak to Diane from like Greeley, Colorado, right? Like, what would you say as advice for someone to keep hope and not drown in a cancer life-changing diagnosis?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I wanted to be responsible for everything myself. I wanted to have that control of like, I'm going to take care of this and that with my daughter or with Alyssa or just anything around the house, and you can't do everything.
Amen.
It's really hard to let go, but you kind of need to accept help when it comes and give yourself that break and say like, you're doing everything you can, like we're just human, and accept the help when it comes.
Wow, that makes me like, ooh, very teared up. I think you're an amazing person. I obviously think you're amazing, but people don't give the credit where credit is deserved.
It's the invisible patient.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's a burden that many people don't think about, you know?
Well, a lot of people ask me like, hey, how's Alyssa doing? Is she doing okay?
How are you doing,
and
right?
I come maybe a little later or next time they're like,
Right.
oh, I forgot to ask, how are
Totally.
you doing? And you know, it's like that image of the dog in the room that's on fire who's like, I'm fine.
I'm fine, everything's fine.
Like
right.
that's me all the time,
Yeah,
but I'm also like, we have resources to help and talking to more people. At the beginning, it was like, it's just me.
Yeah.
And over time, you just have to accept that help. Otherwise, you're just gonna drown.
You are. As caregiver to caregiver, I see you, and I'm glad you're doing okay.
Thank you.
Obviously, you as well.
Yeah,
I
you
love seeing you.
too.
Alyssa and Eric, thank you so much. Ooh, I'm gonna cry. Ooh, I'm gonna cry. To my viewers, make sure you go to wegotthis.org. I said it 3 times. It's the place where you go to support friends and family in cancer treatment. The new recommendations shop helps you get them just what they need. So for patients in treatment, you can also start a free gift registry and add the products that would help you the most. That's the help that Eric's talking about. Take that burden off of you and learn from these two. Learn more and lend your support at wegotthis.org. What a pleasure.